Hello everybody, welcome to Rocket League. Microphone, camera, more options. Give me all the options. Wait, no, I need a headphone. David, help me.
Nothing I can do about that.
Headphone. Options.
Headphone me.
That one. That one.
A squeak.
A squeegee. Squeegee. I want a squeegee.
Balance ball, slide, and the horn. Slide, horn.
God, like, I don't know about the work part. Like, I don't mind working whatsoever. I also, like, don't mind, like, trying to, like, take people and, like, just take people. But I know, like, my thing when I was working at Walmart, like, right, I'll just give you, like, a little, like, brief story. I have, like, a really bad issue with, like, failing and all that. And I was, like, I should have known, because, like, I was like, oh, I'm a beginner there. Like, I don't know everything, but I wanted to know everything. And me not realizing that, like, just made it worse and worse. And talking to people over the phone, just, like, taking their orders and trying to understand people over a phone, that's, like, really fucking terrible. But one thing I remember that, like, absolutely crushed me was, like, I was doing, like, a cake for one person, and I remember like it was yesterday. I was doing it. They wanted a, I think, blue cake with white icing, and, well, not you know, like, blue icing, white trim, yeah. The thing was, like, it was for a birthday, and they tried to make it, like, they said, like, put one in the center and then, like, a half for 1.5 birthday. I don't know why I would celebrate that. It was fucking stupid, but after, I tried doing it, and, like, midway through, I just shut down. Like, I couldn't do it. And, like, I ended up, I got, like, I think a call from the manager from that cake. It's like, you know, that cake was pretty bad. It's like, yeah, no shit. That's what happens when you give up. That's why I could, like, never do something like McDonald's. Like, I can't work in a fast-paced, like, intense environment like that. Like, I just I freeze. Why does that look like a snake? You see it, right?
What?
Snake. It's got the, like, the blues, like, the little slither and the eyes.
Do that.
What did you do?
Cancel out the dream.
Ah.
Yes.
Do they?
Shower.
Oh yeah, guys. Diablo 4 beta is coming out tomorrow, and I just so happened to pre-order it. So look forward to that. I'm not even sure if you can, like, stream betas. Can I?
Well, we're about to find out. If you get DDoS, then I guess that means we can.
Because, I mean, like, the big wig fucking YouTubers do it, so. I want to be a big wig YouTuber, David.
Don't.
do you think like darker colored squids in SpongeBob universe is called squiggers?
I'm
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna follow that up with another racist joke. If people who want to sit in the front passenger seat call it shotgun, what do people who want to sit in the back seat call it?
I don't know, David.
Rosa Parks.
Yup. Yup.
I got that from a meme compilation yesterday.
Cause like white people, they're like black people call them wiggers, or like like ghetto white people wiggers. Then they call us white trash, honky, cracker. Did you know that like they're called crackers because like you know slavery with the whip, the cracker. Yeah. Not like graham cracker.
That's what I thought it was. because we're about as white as a soul team.
Did you know Russia has like natural D-sized boobs? They're the biggest average boob size in the world.
What in God's name are you talking about? On Twitch, no less.
Did you also know?
Is that
Fuck, what's it?
It's just gonna be
I
one of those
forgot.
days,
I forgot the thing. I forgot it.
It's gonna be one of those days, did you know day?
It was like black boobs and. What was I gonna say? Fucking hell! Like Russians had big boobs to size D. Yeah, got that conversation. This is how I fucking like rethink my thought process. Fuck, what was I gonna say? It was like something completely fucking unrelated too. Damn it. Oh well. Probably wasn't important anyway, Goofy. Did you see Thick Ori?
I did. I commented on it. I said,
She's beautiful. I also made like a Dark Reaper Ori.
neat.
Had a little skull earring, and had like a black dress where like one like side, like where the hips are like more. You don't get it.
No, I do. And I have the same reaction as I did with Thick Gory. Neat.
Yeah. I have to show you this like little interpretive like thing that I did for while doodling.
You know what I was thinking about earlier?
What?
I was thinking about getting both you and me one of those like drawing tablets with the pen and the glove and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking about earlier. But then I was like, man, that's expensive. I need more money. So then I
Well,
just put it away.
do you want like a drawing tablet that doesn't have the LED screen on it to draw on, or like just like a regular drawing pad?
I was mostly just thinking about getting you one, but then I was like, well, if I'm getting him one, I might as well just get myself one as well. I mean, they seem cool.
They're actually pretty useful.
And since I know you like to draw, I mean, I like to draw too, but I've been spending more time on the game
Maybe if I if I like retrace my steps like physically, I'll do it. I don't know. If I, it's racking my brain, dude.
Play her. Super bougie.
Sign up to for free access to my OnlyFans, even though I don't have one.
Man, I'm excited, man. I kind of just want to go now.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No. You have 2 weeks left.
Yeah,
Well, like maybe 3.
I don't know how many weeks I have left. I mean, I still need vital information.
7.
Like an address.
7 days.
I still need very much vital information. Like an address. Address would be nice. Maybe some pictures of where I'm supposed to be going.
Why would somebody do that as a sport?
You know, very much vital information.
Okay, I just thought of a really wacky sport.
Quiet. Let's hear it.
Tic-tac-toe for tattooists. For tattooists. Or tattoo artists.
Oh, yeah?
just play a game of tic-tac-toe on somebody's arm with a fucking ink gun. You know it would be a thing, though.
But it'd be ridiculous. You can only play.
David, do you want to hear ridiculous?
Okay.
Fireball soccer.
Full soccer.
Professional whipping.
Oh!
My personal favorite, squirrel skiing.
Squirrels.
Jet skiing. Squirrel jet ski races, David.
Oh, is that what that's called? Where people put the squirrels on the little remote control jet ski and they drive them around in the water?
No.
Oh.
It's
my dreams.
David, it's a sport.
Well, my dreams have been crushed. Thanks for that. Good preach, dog.
That's a mighty preach.
Wheels up.
Fuck, what was my fact that I was gonna fucking spit? Damn it.
No. But
I'm-
still nearly half the day away.
Oh, it's been a good day. Gosh, I did it. Goofy, what'd you do? I killed him, Mick. Damn it, Goofy! This is the 6th one this week! I'll get the shovel. We have to make it look like an accident, Goofy. He shot himself twice in the head. No, you shot himself twice in the head. You hear that? Am I bleeding? Or is it just like stuff on my face? Like in this area.
No, but you have a hair sticking out of your mouth.
Of course I do.
Hey.
Hay is for horses.
You want to hear something amazing that I'm gonna try?
You're finally gonna try porn.
No.
Damn it. Well, go on.
So let's talk about Pokemon.
Okay.
Obviously, with any, big name, well done, like, franchise IP, there's gonna be fan games, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that was Sonic, Mario, Mega Man, so on and so forth. Pokemon, it's no different. I'm sure you've heard of, like, Pokemon Uranium, right?
Mm-hmm. Got immediately torn down. Taken down.
You can still play it, though.
You can?
Yeah, you just gotta find it.
Okay. I don't want to find it.
I don't think it was, I think it was, I think it got, not sued, I think it got, well, whatever, Pixelmon, whatever. Have you ever seen the picture of the Lopunny Vaporeon hybrid?
I have not.
Have you not?
I probably have. I just don't remember. I see plenty of pictures and videos.
Pictures of both Vaporeon and Lopunny separate. Pictures that definitely aren't.
Well, you failed us.
There we go. This guy. Have you seen this guy before?
Why does that look like a Legiana?
This guy looks like a Legion does that with the ears. But yeah, you've seen this guy before, right?
I have not.
Oh, have you not?
Mm-mm.
Oh, interesting. Well, that's sort of the new Poke waifu lately. Not an actual Pokemon, obviously. Fan-made, hybrid thing. It's not in Scarlet and Violet.
Vaporeon?
Yeah. And look, there's all kinds of different evolutions for it. Look at it. Look at this picture. There's all kinds.
I like the Flareon.
Yeah. Personally, I like the hybrid, the Lopunny Vaporeon hybrid. Not for reasons you might think. I just think it's a cool looking hybrid. I think it's sort of like the Iron Valiant thing, except without the whole it's a robot now. I think they work well together. And then you obviously have like the whole. Well, what if I told you that there was a Pokemon fan game that would allow you to get this this much desired Vaporeon Lopunny hybrid?
Yeah?
The game is called Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It's a fan game, obviously, as you know, I've seen it like hundreds of times before. And what it is I think it's a ROM hack of either Fire Red or Emerald. And basically, you've got like nearly every Pokemon aside from the ones from Sword and Shield. I think, anyway. I mean, you can definitely get Lopunny, so it's definitely like Gens 1, 2, and 3. You've got all these Pokemon, right? You can fuse them with other Pokemon an infinite number of times to make pretty much the most amazing looking hybrids you can think of. And even some really ugly, like, gross looking ones.
Wait. I think I've seen memes of that.
Yeah, you think you have? Have you ever...
Bring up the UI. Or, like, the
UI.
I'm sorry, HUD.
The HUD, okay. Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I kind of want to play that. Coming. Yeah.
Thirsty, Greg?
Oh, yes, thank you.
There you go. So, I'll see you tomorrow for week 4.
Yep.
Awesome.
No, you did this. You made me love your mother.
Infinite Fusion.
Frankie, bring up the kill cam.
There you go. This game.
That's not the thing.
What thing are
The
you...
UI, the user interface, David.
User interface for what?
The game, of course.
What? Infinite Fusion UI. What, this?
Oh, then it's not the thing that I was thinking about.
What do you want from me? By the way, those hybrids.
Psychics.
It's a cool looking tentacle. It's awesome looking.
Needle dick. I have a question for you. It is a banger.
Does it involve that needle member that you just brought up? Let's hear it.
Okay, question. You have a mile-long noodle dick. No, noodle. Like needle dick, of course, because like it's a mile long, but the girth is just a normal.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Here's a look at some of the hybrids.
I like the bee dinosaur.
Here's a bee dinosaur, the bee drill one.
But yeah, if you had a mile-long schlong, let's go with that.
Yeah.
If you had a mile-long schlong, well, like, if you go to pee or ejaculate, how long would it take for it to get to the other end? If at all.
Here's some more hybrids. I like the carnivore order one. That looks pretty.
Dragon.
Well, with the Charizard Honed one.
I guess. Yeah.
It's Charizard and Honedge. I think it looks cool.
It's just a furry with weapons.
Furry with weapons.
A furry OC with weapons.
Oh, that's cool. That just looks like a Legiacris. Look at the one under the Sylveon one. That's just the Legiacris.
Nope, didn't make it. Under Sylveon? That pretty much. I don't like that Sylveon.
You don't like the Seal Sylveon?
I don't like long Sylveon.
You don't like what I can only assume is Sylveon and Dewgong fusion? Oh, the Ninetales looks cool. Look at its hair. It's all multicolored.
Why does it remind me of Ganondorf?
A Charizard looks great too. Undead Scizor? Man, that's cool.
Oof.
Ooh. Absol and Flygon. Bottom middle.
That looks like the monster, like the cum monster from Evil Within.
Sorry?
Have you never seen the cum monster from the Evil Within?
Wait, one or two?
Two.
Two?
Two. Just look up cum monster on Evil Within 2.
Okay. I mean, I've seen some of the monsters from Evil Within 2, but none of them of which I could describe as being called the cum monster.
Just look it up. It gets like no special like cutscene or anything. It just is there.
Oh, is it this thing?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The cum monster.
Yeah, I can see why you would call it that. Goodness gracious. That is a messy looking creature. Yikes.
Wow.
I'm going back to Pokemon Infinite Fusion. It's much less drunk.
The one I was referring to was I'm not sure if it's like an actual game or not, but it's the one where it's like they take like the pixel art from like Pokemon games and just like put them together and mash their names together. I think one of the Pokemon was named Cunt.
That's great. Community has rekindled a random fusion fire inside me again, and mostly one kind, Whale Lord body fusions. I think this is either a blessing or a mistake.
Hang on. It's Dodo Gamma!
It's all Whale Lord. Also, yeah, you're right. The Swampert one is just Dodo Gamma.
The bestest boy.
I don't know. I quite like the Kyogre Whale Lord one because they're both whale Pokemon. So on the first image, it's just a really big Kyogre.
I want there to be a Pokemon Monster Hunter.
Yeah,
Poke Hunter.
Yeah, a lot of people have wanted that actually. I believe there was an animation that had something similar to that, where it was like Eric from Game Grumps and a couple of his friends hunting a Charizard like he would in Monster.
I slowed down, I hesitated, didn't mean to hesitate.
Rolling Stones and Green Feathers. Oh, those are new Paradox Pokemon that are coming to. Ooh.
That's a rip.
Hey, that's kind of cool looking. So we have a metal Zapdos and a dinosaur Regirock. That's cool.
David, my boobs hurt.
Sounds like a you problem.
Why is it just photograph film for the tail?
I don't know, but I like it. I think it looks neat. Metal Zapdos and Dinosaur Regirock. That's cool. God, I love Paradox Pokemon. They're so cool. They have no right to be so cool, but they're so cool. Iron Valley is still my favorite, though. Ooh. Whale Lord and Venusaur.
Why does it just look like a fat Bulbasaur?
I don't know, man. It's hilarious. Oh, here's one that may be cursed for you. Onyx and Caterpie.
Please tell me it's just a fucking Onyx-sized Caterpie. God. You have been unpersoned.
Ooh. Yikes. Yeah, that Charizard fusion is horrifying. I'm guessing that's Charizard and Pinsir. Oh my goodness, look at this monster. Look at this
I'm gonna get the
nightmare.
goal. Oh, never mind.
Amazing.
Why isn't that a Pokemon?
Because it's a nightmare looking creature. It's horrifying.
I mean, it's no different from like an Evil Within thing. That looks like exactly like Lampshade or whatever it's called.
No, it does. It looks nothing like Lampwick. Oh, that's a neat looking Steelix fusion. Look at it. It's a Clefairy Steelix fusion. That's all the planets for the Steelix body.
Clefairy. That looks pretty. That's nice.
Yeah, that's awesome looking.
Oh, that's what I was gonna tell you.
What?
Since Earth is the third planet from the sun,
Ooh, Duskull
does that
and
mean
Latias.
make every country a third world country?
Yeah, maybe. Duskull and Latias.
Just, I don't see it.
Okay. That's probably because you have no idea what either of those Pokemon are.
No.
Ooh, that's a cool one. One of them is definitely Moltres, but I think it's Duskull and Moltres. That's cool. It's like a bone phoenix.
Yeah, it's definitely Duskull.
Yeah.
Not Bone Vulture. Why haven't they had Bone Vultures?
Oh my. Pokemon Duskull episode. Duskull and Hunter. And Haunter.
That's badass.
Man. This is such a cool game.
Oh yeah, just so you know, it sounds like a fucking Dragon Ball title.
What?
Infinite Fusion.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Oh, let's take a look at this. Rayquaza and Gyarados. Nah, not a fan.
Nah.
No. Sad.
Not really feeling it.
No.
No! You know what that looks like? That the fucking dragon from Dragon Ball.
Shenron!
The 7 Dragon Balls.
It's Shenron!
I was gonna say Chaos
The
Emeralds.
7 Chaos!
Hello, this is Shadow the Hedgehog. He has all 7 Chaos Emeralds. And if you find them, he gives you a wish. But his only wish is a gun.
Gun?
I wish to have live forever. Okay, kills him. And in the afterlife.
I'm gonna wrap an ass Reshiram thanks.
What's a Reshiram?
It's one of the black and white legendaries.
Figures.
Okay, yeah. Well, what do you think of it?
Oh my god.
Okay. Man, I love Pokemon. I forgot how much I love it. It's such a cool, like, such cool hybrids. Scar in God of War and Snorlax in God of War.
Make it in, make it. Aw. I like the bottom left one.
You like Snorlax?
I like the bottom left. It's got cute quality to it.
Snorlax is pretty good. Here's also you made it into the whole way. You got God of War Lopunny, God of War Lampwick, God of War Lugia, God of War Ho-Oh, God of War Darkrai. I don't recognize that God of War fusion, but it looks like Hatsune Miku. The bottom middle.
Bottom middle?
Yeah.
It's literally just no. That's Deoxys.
Oh, is that the Oxus?
That's Deoxys.
Ah.
One of the forms.
Yeah. Okay.
You know
I
the
see
one
it
with
now.
like the.
Yeah, I see it. Man, that's cool. All these God of War fusions are so pretty. There you go, God of War Rayquaza.
David.
What?
Senran Kagura of the Dragon Balls.
How's God of War Rayquaza treat you?
I think I showed you that one.
Oh, did you? Well, it's pretty nonetheless. Charity variant.
I think there's actually a more detailed version of it.
Uh,
That's the one I showed you at least.
Sand Slash and God of War. Man, it's so pretty. Why are all the God of War fusions so pretty?
Cause she's clearly fur bait, David.
How beautiful that is. It's gorgeous.
Just, it looks like that newer Pokemon. That's just a fucking knight.
Oh yeah, you've seen that one, haven't you? I think it's called like Duralege or something.
It's just a fucking knight.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's a ghost knight.
Okay,
It
okay,
can either
David.
be a ghost knight or a fire knight.
God damn it. Oh.
Those guys, they're pretty cool. Yeah, the night one is called, or the dark one is called
Hmm.
Suralege. This guy.
It's just a fucking knight.
Yeah, I like it. It looks cool.
Knight from a fucking
It's Sonic,
roguelike.
right?
No, a knight from a roguelike game.
But it looks cool though. And the red one is called Armor Rogue. Speaking of knights, that new Dungeons and Dragons movie that's coming out, Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, I saw the commercial for that.
It looks so fun. It looks like such a fun movie.
Once I saw the mimic, I was like, Jesus Christ. They're going all out on it.
Yeah, no, that's what I was surprised about. Like they were taking these monsters that, you know, in any other movie would probably just be like pushed aside as like cameos or like things and like murals and stuff, and they're actually using them. And they're making them look good and they look cool and man, it looks great.
I liked the mimic.
I
Just see the transformation and the CGI was just
Yeah.
amazing.
and the panther one too.
Why does that smell like cat food, David?
Because it is. Oh, no. But speaking of cats, that panther with the big old tentacles on its back. I forget what it's called, but man, like as soon as I saw that in the first trailer, I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. They're bringing in the panther.
Panther.
Yeah, it's like a fairy type panther thing with tentacles on.
What about the
back.
Demogorgon?
I didn't see the Demogorgon. I saw the red dragon though at the beginning of the trailer. It was so big. It was so chunky. They're not supposed to be that chunky. I couldn't help but laugh at it because it's like, oh man, it's a dragon. Like half the name of the title of the IP. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. It's just a big old fat lizard. I loved it. I loved it so much. He's such a big boy. There was like one bit in the trailer where it was like 5 seconds of a black dragon flying over an army and spraying acid. It looks like such a good movie. It looks like it's gonna take the IP and just have fun with it. And that's what
I
want from a
hope that's
D&D.
what they do.
I really do too, because honestly, as a complete casual to Dungeons and Dragons in every sense of the word, I've never played any of the sessions. I've only like read a couple of the books and like read about the monsters. So as someone who is a complete casual or noob even to Dungeons and Dragons, I really want them to just take this movie and have fun with it. Have fun with the monsters and like the gimmicks and such. Like there was like a bit in the trailer I saw where they were like talking to a dead guy, and they couldn't get any information out of him because he could only answer 5 questions before he died again.
I love fucking D&D logic.
I know, and like they ask like one super serious question: were you killed? Yes. Okay. And then like the heroes just ended up getting into an argument with each other, constantly asking each other.
I think
questions.
I saw that commercial.
Yeah, and like the dead guy just like ended up answering all 4 of them. Went back to dead, and the guy kneeling over him was like, "All right, anyone got a shovel?" Oh my, it looks like such a fun movie. Such a fun movie. And they got the monsters in it, and the monsters look great.
I honestly hope what they don't do is like, it's like, oh, it was a top game gone wrong. Cursed countertop game. I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, that would be very fun. But even if they do that, like, because it was the same thing with the Sonic movie for
It's
me.
the fucking Ouija board all over again.
Yeah, but like, okay, here's the thing: if they do that, I'll be fine with it as long as they make it fun, make it enjoyable. You know?
Not only fun, but like
It was the same thing with the Sonic movie. Oh, Sonic's in the real world now with real people. I mean, they made it fun. They made it work. In Monster Hunter, they couldn't make it work. Let's take real, like, normal military people, put them in the world of Monster Hunter. No, that doesn't work. That does not work at all. That is an example of taking something like that and doing it wrong. You can't have like normal military woman. I completely forgot her name. It was like Mila Jovovich or something.
what?
Yeah, no, it was the same. It was the same actress who's in all the live action Resident Evil movies. Which honestly, I don't really care too much about. I mean, I'm not really that big into Resident Evil. I like it, but I mean, I think the movies are okay at best. Like below average at best. But yeah, you take this woman, and she's a military person now, and you put her in the world of Monster Hunter. Okay, man. I mean, I guess it could work if you do it right. There's like only like a handful of monsters, all from the desert biome. Okay, I mean, there's some pretty cool desert monsters. You got Barrett, you got Diablos. Well, we have Diablos. Okay, do we have Barrett? No, Barrett. We have Cephadrome. Okay, it has like a 5-second screen time. Neat. We have Apsaros. Okay, cool. It's the typical desert herbivore. Nice. We have Nursilla. Oh, alright. Well, I mean, it's not really a desert monster, but okay, we're getting interesting. Oh, but it looks nothing like Nursilla.
Is this a live action?
Yeah, it's the live action one.
I only saw the animated one.
Yeah, same. I have the live action movie, but I don't watch it anytime soon because it's like, oh man, like Rathalos is gonna be like the big bad monster because you know it's the flagship and everything. We're gonna give it a new subspecies called the Greater Rathalos, and we're gonna build it up to be like the most powerful monster ever, completely ignoring anything to do with Elder Dragons, Black Dragons, so on and so forth, Devil Joe, you know, completely ignoring every other monster that could easily take down a Rathalos. And look, I like Rathalos. I think it's a fine monster, but like. You can't build them up as this end-all, be-all creature when you have Black Dragons, Elder Dragons, Devil Joe, and Rajang. You can't really do that.
You know what I wish they would do for a Monster Hunter movie?
But,
If they actually, like, showed the burning of Cashel Raid.
yeah, that would have been neat. And you know what? Actually, I lied. They did have an Elder Dragon in the movie. They had Gormagala. You want to know what they did with them? They gave him like a 30-second appearance at the end of the movie before the credits roll. Yeah.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, oh, I know. And I'm sure that you've completely forgotten, but who the heck is Gormagala? It's a dragon that can turn monsters into zombies by spreading a disease.
No, I think I remember that one.
Yeah. And it's like, really? Why would you do that? I mean, that would have been such a great villain, other than just, bigger Rathalos. The new subspecies is called Greater Rathalos, by the way.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
You've grown up.
Yep. It's the brand new Rathalos subspecies, the Greater Rathalos.
No, you know what even better? Oh, look, there's the Alpha Rathalos.
Alpha Rathalos, yeah.
Bigger, more ferocious.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure if this happens in Monster Hunter 4, but you're actually not far off of the So then again, there's another class of monsters called Apex monsters, but they're much less subspecies and more so like a difficulty like game thing because they're directly linked to Gormagala.
Right.
Essentially, they're monsters that have control, I say in quotations, of the frenzy virus that they've been infected with. And it usually only affects like bigger, higher tier monsters like Joe or Bang. But yeah, no. Actually, it's funny. There was a test scene before the movie came out of Gormagala and Rathalos in the real world in some sort of shopping mall, and they were fighting each other. And I saw this test footage, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool.
But they flunked it, didn't they?
Yeah, it just wasn't in the movie at all. And you know what? Honestly, I feel like if they did do that, it probably would have had the same reception as, oh, let's take the T-Rex from Jurassic Park and put it in San Diego and just have it run amok. No one really seemed to like that. I thought it was fine, you T-Rex with people, cool. It just leads to more destruction and chaos. Fine, whatever. But like, just so many things I have wrong with it. There's a scene where a Black Diablos impales one of the Marines on its horn, right? I want you to imagine that for a second in your head. Like, you've seen Black Diablos, like big Triceratops looking thing, burrows on the ground, so on and so forth.
Yeah, the female Diablos.
Yeah, it impales one of the soldiers on its horn. Imagine what that might look like.
Bloody.
Yeah? Yeah, maybe it would just like rip the soldier in half because of how big the horns are. Now completely get that image out of your head because, first of all, there's no blood at all. It's completely PG. And second of all, the impaling only happens for like 5 seconds. It's literally a blink and you'll miss it moment. The guy doesn't get impaled. Diablos tries to shake him off and ends up accidentally tearing him in half. No, the guy gets impaled, cuts to the next scene. That's it. And it's like, why? But I will say this: they did do something right. Obviously, because it's a military convoy being pulled into the Monster Hunter. So obviously they have the guns and bazookas and stuff and such. There is a bit of the scene when they first encounter the Black Diablos where they do use their machine guns on it. The guns have no effect on the animal.
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Only very, very blunt swords do it. That does the trick.
Yeah, see, you joke, but personally, I really like that because it would have been so easy to just be like.
Literally, the greatsword, the beginning greatsword, is just a hunk of metal at a 45-degree angle.
Yeah. And personally, I really like that the guns don't work because it would have been so easy to just be like, okay, let's take these military weapons, give them to hunters, and just have them blow away every single creature they come across. Black Diablos taken down with an AK-47. Teostra taken down with an AR-15. Fatalis, that gun, bang! Take him out with a handgun.
No, Fatalis is like, they just use a swarm of drones. The SAR bomb on them.
Yeah. It would have been so easy to do that, but they didn't. So I gotta give them props for that, I guess.
No, you know what would be pretty. You know what would have been pretty badass? Like if there was a scene where they tried out a like anti-tank rifle,
Yeah.
which is basically just a really powerful sniper rifle.
Yeah. And they use that on the Diablos.
No, like on like a very armored thing, and it doesn't put a dent in it.
Mm. That would have been cool. So I'll raise you one. There is like, I think a 5-minute scene in the movie where the Greater Rathalos does manage to get into the human world. And obviously you
Let
have,
me
like,
guess, it's through a portal, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's through like some sort of sandstorm portal. That's directly linked to one of these like ancient spires that the ancients built in the Monster Hunter world. And it's like, no, why? But you know, whatever. So Rathalos does end up making it into the human world for a bit. Runs aground of a military convoy, another military convoy, a bigger one. This one has like jets and everything. And the Rathalos like completely wrecks it in probably one of the coolest scenes of the movie. like it absolutely decimates it. Bullets are bouncing off of it. The rockets from the jets have no effect against it. Like it's a fantastic scene. Honestly, it's one of the coolest scenes in the movie. But then it just, goes back to the typical, what's her face from the Resident Evil movies has to save the day, blah blah blah. And it's like, man, this is so much less impactful when it's not like an actual hunter doing it, or when you bring in like real world human elements into it, like guns and military convoys and such.
Like that could be the argument for like the bow gun stuff, like.
Yeah, but like here's like the.
But yeah, but like that's like I wouldn't say
that's
like
in the Monster Hunter world.
like
And,
primal, really.
yeah, and bowgun ammo is usually just made up of like bits of metal and scatter nuts. That's it. Like bowgun ammo isn't made out of like lead, titanium, so on and so forth. It's mostly just made out of nuts and berries. That's it. That's all the bowgun ammo really is. It's just nuts and berries fired at like a really fast pace. And I will admit I don't quite know exactly the ins and outs of the bowguns or like what exactly the ammo is made out of. But I definitely know it's not made out of like lead or anything else that normal bullets are made out of.
You know what I want to see as like a joke weapon?
What?
A Dragonator bow.
There's a joke weapon that's a lance. And try and guess what the lance is.
The Dragonator.
No, it's a shark.
Shark.
It's just a full-on shark. There's another joke weapon where it's a gun lance, but like the shield is the lid of a toilet, and the gun lance part is a plunger. There's actually quite a few joke weapons in Monster Hunter I think you'd really like. There's a greatsword that's literally just a really big fish.
I mean, that's like Terraria.
It does ice damage, by the way.
Okay.
In Monster Hunter World specifically, there's a set of dual blades. Would you like to know what they are? 6 beer mugs. They're filled, by the way.
6 beer mugs?
Yep, they're 3 on one hand, 3 on the other. You wield them like dual blades, and they're filled.
Drunken fist style.
You wanna know what statuses they apply, by the way? They apply both sleep and paralysis.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, they're great. But yeah, no, live action Monster Hunter movie. It's a poor way of doing the whole let's bring real world elements into the game world. Sonic movie, I mean, it was okay doing it.
I think I know how I can convince you. If it was in like I would say like not modern day, but olden times where it's like they used cannonballs and
Well, like ancient Monster Hunter times before the time of Lino?
no, like them coming into our world,
Oh,
but
medieval times.
yeah, like either
So,
either medieval or like with stuff with bayonets.
Yeah, so like medieval or World War One soldiers going into the monster hunter world.
Just imagine like a fucking like
Now, see, that might have been more interesting than just like modern day, or early 2000s, like tanks, guns, and ARs, and so on and so forth.
you know what I want is I want fucking Leonardo's turtle tank.
Oh yeah, from Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Yeah.
Man, have that go up against the Diablos.
That would honestly be very interesting though.
I mean,
Just the Diablos fucking wrecking a turtle tank.
yeah. I mean, all it would have to do is just charge it once, or pop up from underground, from underneath it. And then boom, that's it. Tank destroyed. Person inside, dead, impaled. Diablos isn't even a carnivore, it's a herbivore. It eats cactus. It's just really territorial. That's why it always kills things. Yeah. And then the Nursilla in the movie looked nothing like the ones from the game. It wasn't even
Because
like,
it's HD, David.
yeah, but like
it's not the polygons you're used to.
neither was the animated one, but it still made it look good. Monsters still look like the ones from the games.
Because it looks stylized, David. You can stylize an animation. With CGI, it's like you have to make it look real.
Okay, but allow me to raise you this. The live-action Monster Hunter movie only happened because, or the monsters looked the way they did, specifically Diablos, because the Capcom design team for the monsters, like, kept a very close eye on how they were doing it. Like, I remember there was an article where the CGI artist had to change the look of Diablos' claws because Capcom were like, nope, that's not what his claws look like. They're flat and blunt. They're not sharp like a T-Rex's.
Flat and blunt. That I understand.
Yeah. Which is great, but then I have to ask myself, how the heck did they let the Nursilla design slide? I mean, ignoring the fact that they breed similar to how the Xenomorphs do, they capture you, they lay their eggs inside of you, and then the baby spiders just pop out.
I thought you were talking about that fucking like uncircumcised penis dragon. I don't know what it was called. I just know it can turn red. That's what it is, isn't it?
What are you talking about later?
The one that has like the mouth and is blind. It's white, can turn red. That fucking penis monster. You know.
Uncircumcised penis monster?
You know.
Is that the one you're
Watch,
talking
I
about?
bet you I'll fucking look it up. Exactly. Because it knows me. My phone knows me. And if I know the meme community, I know they got me. There fucking is.
Oh, Kazu, that's the one you were talking about.
Uncircumcised penis monster.
Yeah, Kazu. Unlike Nursilla, who usually lives in jungles and such, and not deserts. Unless it's shrouded Nursilla, but no one said it was shrouded Nursilla, so it's just regular Nursilla, and Nursilla doesn't live in environments. Normally lives in jungles and such. So why is it here? I don't know.
Maybe we're trying to become a deviant. Who knows?
But here's what regular Nursilla looks like. Big old spider with a monster skin over its back. Got giant purple crystals. Spider. Here's a better look at it from the front. Well, I mean,
This looks like something from Dauntless.
yeah, exactly. Okay, and then you have the one from the movie.
Yeah, it's a spider, David.
Looks
What do you expect?
Nothing, it looks nothing like the one from the game. Like, why? It doesn't even have the big old purple spike. It doesn't even have the Gypsaro skin.
Listen, David. I don't
Where's
even.
the Gypsaro skin?
Listen, David. I don't even
Where's
think.
the Kazu
I
skin?
don't even think Capcom knew about the Nursilla.
Well, how could they not?
Their dev team was like, we'll forget about that. We'll forget about that monster.
But look, it looks nothing like the one from the games, though. It's not even a shrouded Nursilla, so you can't get the excuse into the desert. It doesn't even have the Kazu skin or the Gypsaro skin. Like, why? It's just a big old generic spider monster.
I'm pretty sure if the Monster Hunter monsters did exist, David, and a giant Nursilla spider would, sure enough, surprisingly, look like a spider.
Oh no! But the issue is it doesn't look like the one from the game. And Capcom specifically went to the studio and like constantly had the CGI artists go through changes to make the monsters look like the ones from the game. So how did they let the spider one slide? It doesn't look like a monster.
Have you seen the colors of the Nursilla, David? Those are really, I wouldn't say saturated, in my opinion, but fuck it, those are really, like, I would say, like, unnatural, like, colors.
Well, then just have a different monster.
So
Have
that's,
a Barrett or something. Why wasn't Barrett in the movie? If you're gonna take place in the desert, then use other desert monsters. Don't take one from the jungle. It's normally in jungles and such.
David,
come on.
it was trying to become a desert deviant.
Well, then make it a desert deviant.
They did!
No, they didn't. It's not a shrouded Nursilla though. It doesn't have the Kazu skin, and again, doesn't even look like a Nursilla. It's just a big old spider monster.
You're right, David, because it's CGI Nursilla.
Yeah, and it looks awful. Well, no, that's not true. It is a pretty neat design, but it's not Nursilla though, and that's the issue. Why not have like a Barrett or something, or an Anjanath?
I'm fighting against a Season 8 Grand Champion.
You're fighting against the Season 8 Grand Champion. Why can't he be Season 6?
You don't understand, David.
And you don't understand. I mean, look at this art. I much rather would have had this in the movie for the Nursilla. Look at this. That looks so much better.
Because it's just a fucking spider, David.
Yeah, but that's what Nursilla is. It's a big old spider.
Then why are you angry?
Because it doesn't look like the one from the game. It doesn't have the purple crystals on its back. It doesn't
It's
have
supposed-
like red legs.
It's supposed to be realistic, David.
And Nursilla's already pretty realistic as is. I mean, give or take. I mean, it's a giant spider with purple crystals on its back and like a big old mandible that can eject like a goblin shark. But I mean, you know, as far as Monster Hunter goes, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, you have a giant Triceratops walking on 2 legs, killing people. You tell me that's not realistic enough?
I want somebody to fucking like edit a Monster Hunter cutscene or like any Monster Hunter movie that just so happens to have a Devil Joe, just so they can like CGI an angry pickle.
Just an angry pickle with 2 legs.
Oh my god, that would be like a fusion of Kezu and Devil Joe. It's just a fucking like green scaly pickle with a mouth.
Ooh, I'm not sure I'd like that. Oh, and I'm guessing you're gonna let that pickle be able to stretch its neck as well, because that's Kez's defining feature. Just stretch his neck and reach prey across long distances. Yeah, no, live action Monster Hunter movie.
The forbidden fleshlight monster.
We don't talk about the live action monster movie.
The forbidden fleshlight monster. It's Kazoo.
If unsaved people behind the live action Resident Evil movies. Why?
Why do we have furry porn?
Like, you're asking that like you're surprised.
I searched uncircumcised penis monster Hunter.
Wait, did you act? Was that actually your search bar?
Yes.
Oh my god, that's great. And you're asking why you have furry porn? Because of the Tigrex in that one? I mean, why not? By the way, the Kezu member.
Why does it have a mouth?
Solid question, man. Man, that's freaky. Also, do you think that the same explosive slime that's on the Brachydio's fist and horn is also on its member?
I don't want to find out, David. I don't think you want to find out either.
I mean, I don't want to have sex with a fictional animal.
I'm gonna have sex with the monster hunter, Batman.
No,
Batman.
no, Joker. Joker, no, it's a Brachydio's, Joker.
God, I want to see like a Monster Hunter rendition of Batman armor. Have you seen a steampunk Batman?
Oh.
Like
I imagine it looks cool.
I saw a steampunk Batman, and I think Harley Quinn too. Yeah, I saw that at Comic-Con one time. I think I saw the same dude twice at two different Comic-Cons. I only went to like 3 days.
And I've only been to one! You're supposed to invite me.
Dude,
What?
I want a Batman like that.
Oh, that looks cool. Yeah, that looks amazing. This one has a hat. Look at this one. That one has a hat.
Don't like the hat.
You don't like Hat Man?
Nice significant cosplay. That's just the hunter. I'd say this is like the closest I'm gonna get to like the Batman I saw. No, I think the other one was a steampunk Mr. Freeze.
Yeah.
That's what steampunk is, David.
Yeah, but you can make steampunk good.
What kind of cosplay is that? It's like the dude's trying to be like 5 different things.
No, I know what he's trying to be. Steampunk Adam West Batman.
Ah, shit. Ooh, look at that. Oof. Why people are making it like a thing to just put their like season tournament winner thing on everything that they do. Dude, look at that. Whoops.
Red wood.
I want to see a steampunk Harley Quinn. Oh, is that like a steampunk scarecrow?
Does it look cool?
Or like a modern scarecrow?
I feel like I'd like it more if it was animated.
Hang on, steampunk scarecrow.
I feel like it was. I feel like if it was animated or drawn, I'd probably like the design more. That's a weird thing.
Why is it there's like a little... That's so cute.
What? Arctic what the halo rank in this guy?
It'll fucking load. It's like a little chibi carved plague doctor. Even though that's not fucking scarecrow at all. Alright, so let's see what... Plague doctor, Damn it.
Oh, little scarecrow! We gotta get you to play the arcade game, man.
Oh, those don't look okay.
Game!
But I don't want to.
Gotta do it, man.
Ah. Thanks for that save, dude. Ah. Nice, nice. No, I said go in. Go in. I mean, if the ball just didn't go in that time, we don't deserve that. We don't deserve a goal. Damn. Harley Quinn. Steam.
You know what game I want to play? I want to play the DC superhero.
See if that was any good. Is it good? Is it popping fresh?
I mean, I've seen so many designs and iterations of Harley Quinn that it all just sort of blurs together. Yeah, it looks cool.
Oh, she's so cute. This one looks like Moxie from Borderlands.
And she does! Oh, that's great.
Sexy Harley Quinn.
Oh,
Yes,
God.
too.
That is foul. Were his pants ripped too? No, they're not. It's just a shine. Man, that is foul. Is that your man's right there?
That's my squeeze. My 7 squeeze.
Pokemon Infinite Fusion. This game reintroduces the DNA splicers from Black and White 2, except this time you can use it on every Pokemon. Combine any two Pokemon together into a completely new Pokemon. You've got 176,400 unique combinations that exist in the game.
That's a lot of combinations.
Pokemon Infinite Fusion is based on the Pokemon Fusion Generator. I don't know what that is. I ain't got nobody. Features. Each combination has a unique sprite, stats, info, Pokédex entry, and everything else you can expect from the Pokemon. Here we go. Every Pokemon from generations 1 and 2 with their evolutions, as well as 101 Pokemon from generations 3 to 7. Oh, okay. I kind of wish it was just all the Pokemon from generations 1 to 7. But I mean...
I want to see a mixture of Klefki and fucking, like, Lamppost. Or whatever the hell it's called.
Lampwick.
I think, I don't know. Oh, look at that one. That one's a nice looking one. I like the art style. It's not Harley Quinn. I've been lied to, David.
You have. It's just an outfit. That's Harley Quinn inspired.
It's just like an Ace of Spades kind of fucking card. Damn. He did it to me first. He got me. Somebody could have took the shot. Uh... Shame. That didn't work. The Pokédex, David. It longs to be filled.
It does.
I gotta draw it now. I gotta draw it.
The what? The Pokédex being filled.
The curse of being able to of draw, David. It's a gift and it's a curse as well.
And it's a... What are you planning?
Alright, everybody, that's going to be it for this stream. We're going to take 5 minutes and then get right back into the next one. Bye-bye, lovelies. Bye-bye. Shit, I didn't even say hello.